Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for the week from the 12th of April to the 18th of April. Um, I hope you don't see this. I don't know. I have some WhatsApp messages popping up in my screen here. Anyway, hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good week. There's a lot going on this week for you on your third house of communication, and we're gonna dive in. I'm Raisa Lima. I'm an astrologer in using Western tropical astrology and the whole house sign system, meaning that I put your chart, I put Aquarius, your sign, at 0 degrees in the rising, in the ascendant. So I recommend you watch your rising sign first, then your sun and your moon. Let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen. I have all my notes here. And tired already, sorry. Oh my goodness. This one. Da da da. As you know, I'm new to YouTube and I'm not a content creator. I don't have much patience for but that was something that I wanted to do. I think over time I will get more professional or better. But so far, just enjoying doing the videos like that. It takes me a long time, by the way, so I'm not editing anything. It goes with the mistakes, which it happened this week. I screwed up on the days for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I have to do at least one little video because I skipped one day. I wrote everything down, but I messed up. Anyway, not about them. Now it's about you, Aquarius. I'm one of you, by the way. I'm not a Aquarius rising, but I have my moon in Aquarius on the first house. So in my birth chart, usually on personal charts, I use Placidus. But in general forecast, we use the whole house sign system where the houses are divided equally and they start at 0 degrees. So they go from 0 to 29 and then change signs. And so, but if you see my birth chart in Placidus, this makes sense for me because I have a lot of energy, Aquarius energy on my first house. But anyway, let's dive in. As the moon is in your sign on the 12th, on Sunday. One thing as well, I'm in Dubai. I live in Dubai and I set the chart for Dubai time. We are UTC +4, so wherever you are in the world, just make the maths. When I talk in the morning, the evening, the afternoon, you add hours of, if, for example, if you're in Brazil, you're going to be 7 hours behind. If you're in Japan, you are 5 hours ahead. So according to where you are, just take a look. Yeah, let's go. Let's start. So the moon is in your sign, is in your first house. And I have the moon in Aquarius. The moon in Aquarius is mentally detached. Yeah, it's looking for its own space. It's think first, feel after. So we start the day with that, but there is two alignments, one in conjunction from the moon to Jupiter and a square from the moon to Venus. And we're going to talk about this. All right, let me show you an in conjunction here and a square to Venus. So as the moon moves quite fast, it moves around 1 degree every 2 hours. This aspect will be throughout the day, especially here in Dubai, through the day. As you can see, I set at 12 o'clock, so at noon. So it happens already in the morning. It starts in the morning and it goes throughout the afternoon, and in the evening, it will fade away. Not something that will last for days. It will last for few hours, all right? This in conjunction with Jupiter is just a mismatch between energies. Like they're not talking the same energy. The moon is the feelings, and Jupiter here wants to expand something in your sixth house, which is the house of work, your routine, your nutrition, your diet, and they're not aligned. So it's a mismatch between what you feel and what you expect. You might overestimate what you can handle emotionally or in your work, in your routine. you might just feel, okay, it's too much. I don't want to deal with that. I'll think about it later. I'm not feeling it. Um, and the square to Venus. Venus is in his domicile in Taurus, in your fourth house. Um, so it's a tension in relationships with your at home, with your family. It's not dramatic, but it's quite uncomfortable. You might feel off, misunderstood, or not fully appreciated at home. But the moon is doing those alignments to Jupiter and Venus, but Jupiter and Venus, they are speaking a beautiful language. They are sextiling to each other. And this is on the other hand, as the moon moves quite fast, those planets, they move a bit slower. So this is an aspect that's been on for a week, that lasts for a week, and it be on its peak, the strongest, on Monday, on the 13th, here at 12:20 here in Dubai. But it's been going on the whole week, and you can feel, and this is beautiful because we have the two benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, in a good alignment, supporting each other, being good to each other. And again, what it means for you, Venus in Taurus on your fourth house, is about love, is about making your house pretty, is beauty, is art. You might want to change the furniture. You might want to buy new furniture. You want to take care. You want to cook at home. You want to invite friends at home. Jupiter is in exaltation in Cancer on the sixth house, which is your work, your routine, your daily things. So your nutrition as well and your health. So they are talking the same language and they are helping. They are holding each other hands and say, okay, let's work together, bringing beauty and love and pleasure in everything that is related to work, employees, your pets, and your home. So maybe you're getting a new pet, you're bringing a new pet home, you're adopting a new pet. That would be beautiful, especially here in Dubai. We have so many pets that have been abandoned by families that left since the war. So many, but as well, we have so many groups and communities trying to help uh, um, with those pets and asking, yeah, people to shelter them or to foster them for a while or even to adopt them. So we hear about those pets every day. So if you are in Dubai, there you go. This is Jupiter is asking you, please, please, please go do it. Take one pet. I already have many. I have two dogs and a cat and one human. Uh, but if I could, I would take more, definitely. I can't right now. So this is the energy for Sunday and Monday as well. And take advantage, as I said, with Jupiter and Venus working here. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ooh, uh, sorry, I need to catch my air. Wow. Let's move to Monday. On Monday, on the 13th, the moon, we start the day with the moon still in your sign, is still in Aquarius, but it's in its anaretic degrees, in the very last degree at noon. Okay, in the morning it's gonna be 20, gonna go, let's say from midnight it's gonna be from 22 to 29 degrees. But when you in the morning it's gonna reach 29 degrees, which is the anaretic degree, and that's when you feel like this last minute click that something you need to do something before the moon moves on to your second house, or last minute realization, and then that time the moon is squaring Uranus here on your fourth house. So you might have some surprises at home. Yeah, expect the unexpected. A square is not a positive thing, but the moon is about your emotions, so and your person. But something can, oops, sorry, uh, things can happen. Yeah, at home. I don't know. Your dishwasher stop working or things like that. expect the unexpected. It's unpredictable. The energy is unpredictable. It could be also because it's related to your first house. It's just a feeling. Yeah, it's just yourself. You might be shifting your moods. Yeah, feeling irritated at the moment and then happy at the after 5 minutes, and it's very unstable energy. Also on this day, what we have Neptune and Mars in conjunction here at 2 degrees on your third house. So there is a lot going on your third house. For this week, we're going to have 7 bodies. Not going to say planets because Chiron is not a planet, it's an asteroid, but he's also here. We have so much going on on your third house, which is the house of communications, how you think, how you write, how you speak. It's about learning and teaching. It's the house of publishing as well, but it's also the house of your neighborhood, of the things around you, your surrounds, like the gym that you go, the bakery that you buy the bread every morning, your neighbors, direct neighbors, yeah, parent from the house across the street, or those are all themes for the third house. It's transportation as well. It's your car, it's how you go to work. It's also the house for themes related to your siblings, how you interact with your siblings. Okay. Uh, so there is so much going on this house, and on Monday, when the moon shifts to Pisces, it will, like, the moon in Pisces is very intuitive and very introspective as well. So it's when the logic will fade and sensitivity will rise. And is in your second house. So it's regarding your money, is your values and your self-worth as well. So the moon sitting on your, or roaming on your second house, it can bring some sensitivity or some idealism or some dream about money, about what you want for money. And the ruler of your second house, the ruler of Pisces is Neptune, which is in conjunction to Mars. So this conjunction it's actually a drive, because Neptune here is the dreams, the idealization, is what you want, what you expect. Could be very spiritual, but he's ruling your second house, your house of values and valuables and material things, possessions. And now he's in conjunction to Mars. Mars is at home here in Aries, and Mars is giving you a push for action. So that could be a really big push that you feel on this day on things regarding possessions, or getting money. I need to get money. I need to work more. I need to, yeah, you might worry about, you might idealize, but you also can, Neptune can also dissolve things, by the way. It can also be foggy and blurred, but he's ruling your second house. So with Mars here, I would say, I mean, depending on signs and how the houses are, but I think for you, Aquarius, it's just a big drive of action, is courage, is a big energy to push you forward to get money and possession, and you're gonna feel very brave, very strong about it, with this conjunction. So on the 14th, Tuesday, the moon's still in Pisces, okay? It will shift in the evening, or throughout the day. It will shift to, why do I have that? Man, even me, I'm confused sometimes. That's the 14th. Yeah. The moon is in Pisces, and it will, I'm looking at Mercury, the moon here. I'm looking at Mercury, thinking of the moon. Sorry, my mistake. So the moon's in Pisces, and it will sextile Aries. and it will trine Jupiter. Yes, so we start the day with a nice sextile to Aries. It's all about nurturing and it's act of care. And in your fourth house it could be taking care of your home, of your kids, of your family, wanting to comfort them, yeah, to check in on them, or even to take a better care of yourself as well. Series can also mean nutrition, the way you eat, the way, so it's a beautiful day to start a diet or to cut on things or to simply prepare a very nice meal for your family. We have also the moon trining Jupiter. It will be stronger in the evening, I think around 7 p.m., but it's happening already at noon. That brings a lot of expansion. And because the moon is in your second house, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer and in your work house, this day can bring a big luck when it comes to your work or expansion or optimism, relief, um, regarding to work, to your routine, to your health, to your possessions, to pets, to um, employees and employers, your colleagues at work. So all of this team, you're gonna be in a very good alignment, when emotionally tuned to it. Uh, Conversations will flow, and everything starts to make sense. Okay, at work. Moving to Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have Mercury entering Aries. So Mercury left Pisces and now is on your third house together with this bunch. There's a lot going on your third house. Again, a lot of fire, a lot of impulsive, not impulsive, but a lot of push energy for you to maybe to start something, start a new business. The third house is also social media, and this is exactly what I'm doing here. I just started this channel, and although, as I said, I use Placidus for my birth chart, although my third house is ruled by Pisces, but I have basically Aries, a lot of Aries energy on my third house. So this is what I'm doing, is speaking and communicating and being on social. So there is a lot of energy here for you to start something new, to build something new, to start a new business. For the whole month of April, is not just today, but now we have Mercury in Aries, and Mercury on your third house is the way you think, the way you speak, the way you communicate. And in Aries can be very blunt, can be very bold, but also very impulsive. Yeah, fast talking, unapologetically direct as well. So people might speak their truth and even before they think about it. So just be mindful here, because with all those planets in Aries, when it comes to communication, when you got the Mercury entering and joining the party, especially first is going to do a conjunction to Neptune and to Mars, I would say it could ignite some conversations that are not, that could be super aggressive, that could be resistant, that could be, that could start a war, and is not very pacific. So watch out through this week, through from Wednesday. I would avoid any conversation that needs to happen in a very serious tone, or something, some resolution that you have to take, and just pause and wait for a few days, or wait for a week or so if you can, if you have the chance to do that. Because the moon, as I said, the moon's gonna shift to Aries as well on this day, here at 8 p.m. in Dubai time in the evening. And it's gonna conjunct Mercury. The first thing is the moon's gonna join Mercury here. So it's emotions and the words are colliding. So reactions can be immediate and honest and intense, very intense. Conversation can spark breakthroughs, but also ignite arguments within seconds. Again, be mindful. Zip it. On this day, I wait for at least for the moon to leave, because the moon stays 2.5 days. So it's going to be there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on Saturday, the moon will shift to Taurus, where she will be exalted and feeling stable and grounded. But until then, avoid, because there's so much going on in your mind, in your head, in your um, in the way you in your communication in general. All right. Um, I'm gonna keep this one for the next day, 15, 16. The moon is still in Aries. As I said, he's gonna do conjunction to first to Mercury, then to Neptune, to Mars, to Saturn. For us here, when you wake up in the morning, there'll be a conjunction from the moon to Saturn, and that means emotional breaks. That's some restriction that you might feel very serious or confronted with reality. Yeah, Neptune here is asking structure. Neptune is not comfortable at all in Aries, because Neptune is the planet of karma, of restriction, of time. Neptune wants to teach you something, to give you a lesson, but within a structure and discipline and time, over time. But Aries is it's this impatient, impulsive energy. So he is not powerful. Saturn is not in his big power here. Um, so in your third house, it will bring some responsibilities and some boundaries, and feeling, um, what should I do about this? There is an emotional weight that will show up in the morning. It will fade away throughout the day, but it's going to be strong on this day. On Thursday, there's a lot of energy, a lot of happening. Again, as I said, as with all these planets on your third house. The moon will be squaring Jupiter. Now, that's not positive as well, because it goes from restriction of Saturn, yes, to excess, to expansion, to overthinking, overdoing, overreacting, overpromising, saying too much, feeling too much, and watch out. Just watch out. The themes with Jupiter, again, I said it's your sixth house, so everything related to your sixth house, to your work, you might overdo, overwork, overpromise your colleagues, or maybe take too much responsibility from them as well, and feel restless and feel, how can I say, anxious or burned out. Yeah, burned out. That's the word, I think, with this energy. So be careful. Yeah, be gentle to yourself. And when you are aware of these energies, that's when you can work on with them at your favor, because you'll be like, okay, this day I need to calm myself down. I'm gonna work less. I'm just gonna come home maybe earlier and do some meditation. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna do some yoga, and avoid all of that, because the third house, as I said, is the mind, is the head. There is so much going on, and you might be restless at night. You've done so much during the day, with Jupiter expanding all of that, and you lay down your head at night and you can barely sleep. On this day, we have Mars sextiling Pluto. Also, this is an energy that goes on for a week or more, but it needs perfection on this day. So it's very powerful energy. Pluto is in your first house. He is changing you. He's changing everything, the way you think, the way you are, your personality. It's here for a transformation over time. It's not gonna happen in one day. It's a very, very slow, yeah, it's a slow transformation, yeah, but it's very powerful. And now we have Mars sextiling, and those two planets. So Mars is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, and Pluto is the modern ruler. And they're in a good alignment, but it can be dangerous as well because there are two very powerful planets that rules your house of career, your 10th house, your midheaven. You see what you aspire in life, which is in Scorpio. Well, I keep saying Capricorn, in Scorpio. So those two working together, if you channel this energy right, it's a power move uh, energy, very strategic, focused, and intense. Is controlling, is the drive to push you forward in your career. Is changing, is control, is transformation and control in your profession, in your career, in what you want to do in life. So there might be some changes, by the way, coming for you when it comes to career. You might change completely. You might do something completely different than you've done your whole life. Um, yeah, yeah, my dear Aquarius, there is change in your work for sure. So if you channel this energy well, it will be super positive. It means transformation through action. But if you don't, it will bring some power struggles. All right. So just think about it. If there is something you want to do, and again, as I said, there is opportunities here to start something new, especially with the new moon in Aries happening on Friday, on the 17th, the next day. But with Pluto and Mars on the first, third house related to your work and career, uh, on the new moon, set an intention regarding that. That's my advice for you. Set an intention. What do you want to do? What is next? Where do you want to go? What are you aspiring in life? Okay. On this day as well, we have the Sun conjuncting Chiron here at 26 degrees. He is shining a light on the wound. Yep. So it's a wound regarding your communication, maybe your writing, or maybe you don't feel comfortable in speaking in public, like me, for example. And on this day, it comes to surface. You're going to see it clearly, and it's something that you might need to work on because on the next day, on the 17th, we have this. We have the new moon. The new moon in Aries is going to happen at 27 degree, and it is sponsored by Chiron. So it's a wounded rebirth. New moons are always new beginnings. It's a new opportunity to start a new cycle in your life for the next 6 months. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and for the past years, we always, whenever there was a new moon in Aries, it was always an eclipse. So it's the first time that in years that we don't have an eclipse, we actually have the new moon. So it's really about starting. It's a chance to start something new. On your third house, I said, is something related to writing, to learning, or to teaching, sorry, publishing, social media, internet, communication. And Mars is giving you the big push to do it. The sun is shining the light. There is the new moon, but there is Chiron there as well, saying you need to heal that wound first. Okay, whatever it is, it's regarding communication or your third house, all the themes that I told you before. So yeah, start. Aries is asking you to start, and Chiron is asking you to heal first. Okay, it might be an exposing new moon, but it's incredibly powerful, and it's gonna happen at 3:56 p.m. in the afternoon here, close to 4 p.m. in Dubai. So set your intentions. You might light a candle or do a little ritual at the time of the new moon or a little bit after, not before, right? And moving to Saturday, the 18th. Now the moon enter Taurus. As I said, there is a beautiful. I did I missed something. Probably I did. But anyway, the moon is entering Taurus on your fourth house. So on Saturday, throughout the weekend, you might feel very stable and grounded and connected to your family. It's a good time to be home, to take care of your house, to do the garden or to declutter. Give away things that you don't need and to reset this energy, especially after the new moon. You want the house to be clean, to be nice, to be beautiful. And this is what I have for you, my beautiful Aquarians. Before you go, I want to pull one card from the angels and one tarot card to check on the energy for you for this week from the 12th to the 18th. So let's see what is the energy. What does my lovely Aquarius need to focus throughout this week? What is it? Three of Wands. Very nice. So the Three of Wands is when you are, you're ready to take action, but you're still contemplating exactly where you want to go. It's Wands are fire energy, by the way. This is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, and you can see he's on top of a cliff or and watching the ships, the boats holding one wand, and while two are behind him. So he is observing the which boat he will take, what is next, which step to take. So he is mentally prepared to take action into something new, a new opportunity, a new fire, spark of fire, a new creation, create something new. That's very much, that's actually for me, this is the card for this new moon in Aries. So look ahead, think of what is it that you want to, where do you want to go, in which direction, which of those ships you're going to take, you're going to embark. Let's see what is the message from your angel. Uy, this one jump out. 23. Creativity. Again, yeah, wands, creativity. Aries, wands, creativity, fire, all the same. Creativity, talents, joy, unique, inspiration, expressions, enjoyment. Embrace your creativity and talents to bring happiness into your life and those around you. Relax and start enjoying life. Your unique creativity can bring joy to others. How can I channel my creativity to enhance my own happiness and positively impact those around me? Engage in one creative activity that you enjoy, such as painting, writing, or crafting, and share the results with someone to spread joy and inspiration. I didn't make this up. It's really written in this card. I'm not joking. I have nothing else to say. I hope you enjoy this forecast, which I did very much for you because there's a lot going on and good things. Very much aligned for you, my lovely Aquarius. Actually, this year, 2026, is a big year for you guys. Big, big year. And anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, leave me a comment. I know you're new to my channel, and so am I. So this is all new as well. I don't edit my videos, so they go with all the mistakes that I do. I hope you don't mind, but I don't have time for that either. And I'll see you next week. Have a lovely one. Bye.